1. Welcome back to Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, and today we continue to have our special guest here.
Hello, I'm C95.
And today we are going to go talk to Arlo to see what the hell he wants from us. What the? That was a camera shift, alright.
It was really awkward. Like, I think that's because the pole was in the way, or what?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, mate.
Alright, let's talk to the guy who probably reminds me of a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which
The forest
was
is
a
in
true
danger.
Pokemon.
We should go
I
quickly.
have to remember
Are you ready
Pokemon
to
names
go
now,
quickly
Kevin.
now?
Yeah, fun facts about this guy, he was actually meant to be playable in Giants.
That is... Oh, they should have done that. Make actual characters playable.
I know, they actually had like an actual figure built and everything.
That is so...
An acorn?
I would have loved that.
I knew it!
Look at some of the characters.
You know, it was like, Trap Team had this one character, Crypt King.
You have acorns?
Yeah.
You know about him.
It's simple.
I think I do.
Well, if you don't, just Google it up real quick while I tell you this, but, he was originally meant to be the Magic Giant.
By a band of despicable bark-covered betrayers!
He's an undead trap master in Trap Team, but he was meant to be the Magic Giant at first.
What do you think I'm talking about?
Don't know why they wanted a skeleton as the Magic Giant, but sure.
Looking sad.
Wait, this guy was supposed to be some kind of giant? I thought he was a giant.
No, he's a trap master, but they reused his design and made him a trap master.
Oh, because the Crypt King, like, I remember when I first saw Skylanders Trap Team, I saw this character and I was completely obsessed with it. I thought he was a playable, I thought he was like a Skylander you find and put in.
Yeah, no, actually, he is the tallest Skylander. Like, the figurine is actually the tallest. The second tallest is Ninjini.
Makes sense, she technically does have feet, so technically he's as tall as she wants.
Yeah, well, Ninjini is the tallest Skylander giant.
Can you not get this guy like a
Those
figure or
terrible
something?
trolls are attacking the
Yeah, you
great
can.
ancients with teeth machines.
He's a full-on trap master.
Horrible feeling
He's
I have
one of the
ever
two
had
undead
in my
trap
brief
masters.
existence so far.
That
We
is-
must
I
stop
kinda-
them
I
from
think
cutting
that's
any
pretty
more
cool.
down or discover.
Yeah, do you remember in
light
Trap Team
source.
when they tried to introduce light and dark?
Skylanders
Did that even go well?
are stronger in
It didn't because people were glitching into the light and dark areas on day one.
Of course they did. People didn't own it.
No, here's the thing, it wasn't actually revealed to be light and dark until a few months after the game came out, but people had already broken into the areas using one of the villains.
to destroy those ghastly tree-cutting machines.
And even better yet, that villain looks like he should have been more of a dark element than a undead element like he was.
You know, remember when they released like limited edition stuff? Like Easter Trigger Happy?
Oh yeah, they still did. Actually, they were meant to release one for Valentine's Day for Imaginators, but ended up cutting it because it was a goat with red eyes.
That could have probably stirred up some controversial stuff.
He looked fine in game. He was a goat with a bow and arrow, so it was meant to be like a reference to Cupid.
Yeah.
But his figure just looked. He's still in the game though. If you go into the code, you can find him.
You know what I would have done if I made a Skylander for Valentine's Day? I'd put a sheep in a suit. Done.
Hugo would kill you.
It's a good idea though. Sheep with a suit and his catchphrase would be, wow.
Now that just sounds like Sheep Creep from Trap Team, who is the first villain you can catch.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Sheep Creep is just a sheep with cannons attached to him.
Again,
He's the first villain you catch, and he's the introduction to catching villains.
Fair enough. Guess he's always gonna be the weakest.
He's not even that bad, especially when you upgrade him.
Wasn't there like a Chomper guy?
Yeah, Chompy Mage.
But wasn't there another one who's also like basically a carbon copy of Chompy Mage?
I think what you're referring to is the fact that Chompy Mage actually first appeared in Giants, but they brought him back as a Doom Raider in Trap Team.
swear there was another chompy version.
No, what you're probably seeing is his upgraded version. All the upgraded villains get a new color palette when they get upgraded.
See, I must have been going crazy then. I remember loving Chompy Baby's design in general. He's the character.
A lot of the villains actually came back in Imaginators as full-on Skylanders. So like, you could actually own a figure of Chompy Baby or Golden Baby.
Oh, I found it. Here it goes. It's called Sheep.
Sheep Mage, okay, there you go,
Today,
yeah.
there are
But he
dozens
was
of
from the
famous
Swap
Skylanders.
Force DLC.
And in the past, hundreds more.
Oh,
But the
I
most
love like
powerful
Sheep Mage
of
and
all
Chompy Baby. They're also
Skylanders were the
cool. I don't know, I like the
elder
Mage
elementals.
Now, here's the thing,
These
Sheep
giants
Mage
possess
isn't
powers
the
of
actual
light
worst
and
level of the
darkness
series.
within their flesh.
Oh, that's
No one
sad.
has
And it's the only time he appears as far as I know.
Can you capture it?
No, because he's in Swap Force.
Aww. I really wish you could.
But
I
if you
would've
could,
loved
what element would it be?
that. Light.
I'd say air because
Not?
clouds are fluffy.
That makes sense.
That's better justification than they give to some characters.
He has like a staff with like a skull on it.
Skylanders of the light element are stronger in this zone.
Undead. There is undead and there's also dark. So.
Dick, he His character was really cool. Like how he turned into that giant sheep.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Also, you know Supercharged, right?
Yeah.
They actually brought in a lot of the 3DS villains for that game. Like Count Moneybones
Yeah.
was actually the villain of the 3DS version of Swap Force.
Oh.
Because Chaos isn't actually in any of the 3DS games.
Why? Why is he's like the main guy?
They wanted to do something unique.
Oh my goodness.
What's up?
This little mini game here that you play.
Oh yeah.
This was so, I don't know why, but I really loved it. I always loved it.
I'm kind of upset they replaced it in Swap Force, you know?
Yeah, same. I'm really upset. It was such a cool mechanic and like just, it felt fun. It should have made its own like mini game as well, like perfected.
Oh, let's not get into Sky Stones.
Sky Stones?
Yeah, Sky Stones, the like card game that they have in game.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was bad though.
No, but they kind of replaced it in Trap Team with Sky Stone Smash.
The thing about Sky Stone, it helped me in another game. So there's a game called Shovel Knight.
Yeah, there we go, Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight Treasure Trove had something called King Cards chapter.
Right.
King of Cards. And this Stone Smash was basically that game.
Huh?
And it was ridiculously fun. And I loved it so much. I could play for hours. If it was a real life card game, I'd probably play it. I'm not kidding, I really do love it. It's a really smart game.
There's no fun facts here. See, you know how I'm playing the Wii version?
Yeah.
This is the original version.
Oh,
It was made for the Wii.
it felt so right on Xbox.
It does, but it was made for the Wii, because it was actually pitched to Nintendo as an exclusive at first.
Oh.
But they went ahead and just said no, and then stole the idea for Amiibo.
Makes sense. It is Nintendo.
Yeah, but since Nintendo said no, Activision could put it on every other platform. Which means that the PS3, 360, and PC versions have some differences to the Wii version.
Makes sense. They should have got exclusives just to shove it in Nintendo's face.
Well, like they did with Superchargers.
Yeah. Like the PS, Xbox, whatever got like exclusive stuff.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Got none.
Banjo for Xbox.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, they should have done that for Supercharged and then like have his vehicle from Nuts and Bolts be his car.
Exactly.
Put him in. I don't know what element I'd put him in though. Probably life because bear, you know, but
Gears would make a lot more
Tech.
sense. Like, yeah, tech because of Nuts and Bolts.
yeah, I could see that. But also, like,
Yeah,
for PlayStation, it would have to be Ratchet.
Yeah.
It would have to be, because, I mean, hey, the series is already about, like, spaceships and that, make him have a flying vehicle.
True. But I feel like Banjo would have also worked.
Like, for Xbox, Ratchet for PlayStation.
Yeah. Have you ever played Nuts and Bolts, by the way?
Yeah, it's my, it's actually, for me, I find it better than Tooie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like Banjo Nuts and Bolts, bro. Let's not get bold here. Let's keep big boy pants on, right?
Look, I'm sorry, I just don't like Tooie that, I just don't like Tooie that much.
You don't like Tooie? Tooie was a basic game, like, Banjo-Kazooie,
Like, yeah, I'll admit it, Banjo-Tooie had a lot more creative things, but it is clear they built that to push the N64 as far as they could go, so every level is like way too open.
But I don't know, I always loved like exploring these areas.
I get that, but there's nothing to really, in a lot of the Tooie levels, there's nothing to grab.
Fair enough. To me, the Banjo-Kazooie levels, like Nuts and Bolts, well, okay, they felt more level-based. I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I do love the game, I love it to death. I could play it again and again and again, and I'd still play it. But in general, I just feel like Tooie did everything right, and I wish we got 3. Like, you know.
Like, they teased at the end of the fucking game.
I know, right? People were excited for that.
Like, okay, Nuts and Bolts is just a one-off experiment, but we'll come back.
What's really worse about it, like, in Nuts and Bolts, they teased a ball in, like, another game.
Yeah, but, like, the reason why we didn't get another one is just as simple as the game didn't sell well enough. Not that there wasn't any creativity or passion behind it, the game just didn't sell well enough.
You know for a fact, they released it anytime soon. Another Banjo-Kazooie game, people would all buy it.
What, you mean like him being in Smash or him being on the N64 expansion pack for Nintendo Online?
You know how many people bought Banjo-Kazooie just because of that Smash DLC.
Hell, do you know how many people bought the N64 expansion pack for Nintendo Online just to play Nuts and Bolts?
Wait, he's on the expansion pass?
He's in the expansion pass. He's in the N64 expansion pass.
I need to get the expansion pass. I'll be right back.
No joke. He was one of the launch titles for the expansion pack. It wasn't like, oh, it's been a few months now. We can put him in. He was a launch title.
That is epic.
It is awesome. It's the N64 version though, so it still has like slow down in 240p and that.
I feel like having the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts as that is a pretty good idea. I don't know, I find that really disturbing.
It is the truth, and everybody knows it's true. Nuts and Bolts is a good game, but if it didn't have the Banjo-Kazooie name on it, it would have sold better.
I don't feel like it would have sold better, but yeah, I guess.
It's like everybody's in agreement that it's a good game, but the fact that it's got Banjo-Kazooie's name on it kind of turned them off. Because,
I like it.
I mean, yeah, it's a good game. Everybody can agree on that from what I've seen. Like,
isn't that character Skylander?
Which one?
Can't you just put as a boss fight?
Oh yeah, Chaos actually sends out some Skylanders after you every other world, I think it is.
I remember like seeing them, it was like basically a teaser. Like, haha, you don't have the Skylander kind of move.
It was, yeah, and I think it was a great way to push for
people to buy Skylanders. Like, it didn't show off like a really cool one that we can try out.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, life. Okay. Oh yeah,
like.
Okay, no need to sort me that bad.
You just got demolished.
I beat the whole level as Bash as well.
Of course you have.
Seriously, this is the end of the level already.
Hey, Stalmo, let's go. In this one, does she have a scarecrow powers? Maybe a scarecrow thing?
Yeah, she does. Watch. What's that?
I don't know, I always love that power. It just looks really cool.
Okay, I see what I got.
That's the reason I got it.
Yeah, she actually has combos in this game.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was really cool as well. Like, her character's like... Her character was just an OP character in general.
I'm really glad they actually brought her in as a major focus of the TV show. Hey, look, there she is.
She had a bigger focus in Trap Team, did she?
In Imaginators, yeah. There was a whole level based on their village.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It was one of the expansion packs, though.
Very, very basic.
Yeah, hell, if you actually look on the Spyro's Adventure box art, she's the character they promote, not Spyro.
I know, which is really, really weird.
They only used Spyro's name to skyrocket the series, and if that was a smart business decision, I'll never forgive them for it. I mean, you gotta admit, it was a smart business decision.
Yeah, they should have probably focused on Spyro's story instead of the Skylanders story, I guess.
It's even weirder because, like, the Legend of Spyro series kind of set this up.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the game, when Spyro and Cinder die, they actually end up in a place that looks like Skylands. It's like, you know, floating islands everywhere in the infinite sky. And that's that game. We know that the Spyro reincarnates every few centuries. But since in the final Legend of Spyro game, Cinder was bound to Spyro magically. Her soul likely would have been reincarnated, explaining why she's here.
I'm learning more facts every day about Skylanders.
I haven't even played much of the Legend of Spyro series. I only just got them literally yesterday.
I have played one of the DS ones, but I never played that much. I was a little kid when I first got it anyways. So I never got to experience it properly. I wish I did.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
The games are beat 'em ups that are even more brain dead than these can be at times.
Never mind. That's upsetting. Anyways, back on the topic of Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, man.
Do you think they'll ever release another Banjo-Kazooie game ever?
Realistically, if they ever have the intention of doing that, what they'll do first is release a collection to gauge interest, like they did with Sly.
Here comes the
I would love that. I would genuinely buy it.
Here's the thing, about that Sly collection though. They released it on PS3, right? It teased a Sly 4, and then Sly 4 happened, but it undersold to hell, so it ended on a cliffhanger that was meant to set up the DLC that never happened. And the cliffhanger isn't something you can just say, that didn't happen in the next game, because it ended with Sly stuck in ancient Egypt.
Does not make sense, I'm sorry.
It's time travel. The fourth game was a time travel story.
Oh,
but
still, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, but it's like, if they make a fifth game, what are they meant to do? Either say that didn't happen, or deal with the first chapter, first big level of the game being getting out of there, and then just saying the time machine doesn't exist, otherwise the story can't happen anymore.
But the thing is, like, okay, back to Banjo-Kazooie. Sorry, you keep trying to throw it back there.
No, I get it. I got a few facts for that as well, especially not spoilers.
If we thought about having another Banjo game, how do you think we're gonna like start that off? So, with the example of what you just said, they could say like it's never happened before, stuff like that. Technically, Gruntilda's gonna make her own game.
I think that should be the premise. She has made her own game of Banjo-Kazooie, we have to play through it.
It won't happen again.
Like, do you know what they should do?
Yeah.
Make the Banjo game, but call it Gruntilda's game.
Yeah, there we go.
Advertise it as if Gruntilda's like giving out the trailer.
Gruntilda's Lair featuring Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, it just has like a featuring in it. Or if not, get Banjo-Kazooie like Bear and Bird. So Gruntilda versus Bear and Bird as the launch cover.
Yeah, no,
This is just like strategy for marketing. Because technically she said she's gonna make her own thing. So
yeah, no, did you know Nuts and Bolts actually has DLC?
no, I didn't know this.
It takes place in the test level and they just have challenges.
Aww.
But the reward for the challenges is Klungo saves the universe.
I love playing Klungo Save the Universe.
No, Klungo Save the World is the one you get in game, but this game is a sequel to that.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, the music. The music used in the DLC for the levels is all Western music. And the reason why it's Western music is because there was a cut Western level from the game.
Oh.
Which is why the final Jig count is like 132 or something like that, because the level got cut.
Oh. But still, Klungo's like, his character was a genius.
And if you actually, if you look at the concept art for the game, bringing it back to Klungo, the level would have actually been on the pier where Klungo's arcade is. That's where the level entrance would have been.
Oh, that's awesome.
They had to cut it though because Microsoft just couldn't delay the game any further.
You know, I feel like Banjo 3E, if they didn't have the card concept, the Banjo 3E, I think it would have been a good Banjo game.
I mean, looking at the development history of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, the game wouldn't have come out without the car shit.
Sure, like...
I'm sure, because I've seen the development. They tried so many things to figure out what they wanted to do, and they settled on the car concept. The one they had the most fun working on.
Fair enough. They could have done robots instead of cars. Like, cars could have been like most of the stuff. But like, they could have done like robots, like robot arms, robot legs, and then the final boss fight is you making your ultimate robot and just beat the crap out of one another, like,
It's the history of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts goes like this. So when they were first bought up by Microsoft, they wanted to do a remake for the original PlayStation like they did with Conker. But throughout the remake, the game would get more and more different from the original. So it starts off the exact same, but by the end of the game it'd be a completely different beast.
so it wouldn't have that good, like,
It'd still have like Gruntilda fight and that, but the further you get into the game, the more changes there were.
I fear the darkness is
But
growing and
the reason
core
they
of light
scrapped
is not
it
yet complete.
was because
Now you bring me
everybody just thought it was the same, since they could only really show off like Klungo's lair and that. If you actually look, you can find footage for it online, and they still had the polygonal art style that Nuts and Bolts did, even back then.
Can we just talk about this cutscene here? Like,
Yeah, these
all
cutscenes
these
are beautiful.
I know, right? Like, they're really well made, but
It's so
it's
intricate.
slightly over the top.
It is, yeah. Give them credit for going all out, you know.
Creation.
Are those Amogus characters?
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun.
Like me.
Four down, four to go. We must
I love
find
that.
the
I
remaining
just find it
eternal
funny, like,
sources
back,
before they
like,
fall
in the
into
future,
chaos's
we've got,
hands.
like, Amogus, like, everything now is sus. Like, look at him being all sus.
Yeah.
It's such a, I don't know, it's just really funny that, like, everything just reminds me of Amogus.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All the thing about Nuts and Bolts, right? So, and then it became something completely different. Banjo X,
In charge
which was a racing game.
of the ladies.
Can you see where things are going now?
Leave it.
Yep.
It was a racing game. They thought, this is kind of good. We like the building aspect, but you know, we don't like the way this racing is turning out. So they want to go make a more traditional game. Because they were making it for the 360, the levels became huge and ways to get around the levels.
That may have originated from this year's
That's when
location.
Cars came in.
And that's when
Not
cars
just
came in.
any gear. It's a golden
I won't say
gear.
it was a bad idea
The
then, at
golden
that
gear.
point, I guess.
We
I
need
guess
it to
I'll
rebuild
accept
the
it
core of
still.
life.
Because there is a logical build-up
This is even
to
more
it.
serious
It's
than I
just,
expected.
if you look at it without the logical
It has the
build-up,
advantage.
it's so out of left
We do
field.
not at this time have the firepower to evac
I'm annoyed
to a
about a
safe
few things
location
on Nuts and Bolts,
behind our
though.
lines to reconnoiter.
One of them
We need
is
your help, soldier.
the,
Can I
like,
count on you?
in one of the box art, I think it was, it showed a vehicle in the open
Yes,
world.
perhaps you're right.
You can't do that
Meet me
during the
back here
game,
after you resupply.
I know. It's
which
weird.
sucked. Like, I would have loved to, like, have my own cars out there in the real normal game. The only way to do it is you have to hack it in. It sucks. I don't see the point in it.
It does suck.
Imagine that.
General Robot.
That would be awesome. Hello? I
Yeah.
thought you cut then. I was like, what are you saying?
Yeah, no, we're good here. So, I'm gonna call it an episode there. So, see you guys in the next one.